Greetings, Benjamin J from BENZTRAINZ with another in the series. Well, last follow-up on that 1666 that arrived. If you notice, it does not have any handrails. It has the holes for handrails here. However, it does not have the hole for handrails there. So there's never been any handrails on this. Anyway, got it lubed. It's actually running really well, so I thought I'd put it on the tin litho rail. So 12 tin litho cars and at 1666. Let's take this around and see how it runs. Reverse and forward. So as you see, this is running absolutely splendidly. So this just reaffirms everything I said. Don't overlook the junk. And this is far from perfect. I had to replace the wheel. I replaced one of the gears. It had a broken tooth from that wheel slopping back and forth for years. Replaced the light bulb. And that's basically it. It's up and running. I didn't have to do anything else to it. E-unit works. Replaced the headlight. There was a 20-volt light bulb in there. That's why it was so dim. Probably the only one they could find when the original burned out. Anyway, it worked. It was just so dim you couldn't see it. So as you see, this old locomotive is up and running. So it still needs a traction tire. But very likely I could find an O-ring that'll snap in there. It's all just big enough to touch the rail. It doesn't have to be flat. Anyway, so I'll do a couple of experiments. There's lots of O-rings at Ace Hardware. I can just take one of these wheels with me and find one that snaps over that's the right diameter. It should work with no problem at all. Anyway, I'll do a video on that. It'll be an instant replacement for a missing traction tire on the Marx motors. Just a matter of finding one that's the right diameter and the right circumference. Anyway, just wanted to do a video on this. As you see, it's running perfectly. So I'm going to run this, I don't know, probably another half an hour tonight, run it all day tomorrow. It hasn't been run in a very, very long time. And whenever you get a locomotive that's in this condition, run it. That's what it needs. It gets all the junk and crust and grime that's been built up in the bearings all out, unless you physically want to take this thing completely apart and clean it. Anyway, in most cases, a few drops of oil and some run time brings these things right back to life. As you see, this is running really well. Good constant speed all the way around the rail, pulling 12 tin litho cars with absolutely no problem at all. So I'm happy with it. It was cheap, it looks nice. It's far from perfect, but it's hard to beat a 1666 for 20 bucks, especially when there's no shipping involved. So I'm happy with it. It was fun to fix, it was cheap, and it runs nice. As you see. It's a lot of weight to push backwards. So anyway, be the last video on this. Just wanted to do a quick video so you can see this running on a Marx consist. Anyway, I've got to say it, don't overlook the junk. I had this repaired in less than half an hour. So as always, if you have any questions, feel free to drop me an email, BENZTRAINZ@gmail.com. And as always, thank you for watching.